Greetings, divine radiance. Guess who's back? It's me, Nahkila, Isha, and I am here again to deliver your Monday money message. If you are new to the channel, welcome. Be sure to make yourself comfy by hitting that subscribe button. Welcome to our community. Glad to have you here. And if you are a return subscriber, you know that you have a special place in my heart, and I am so grateful. Thank you so much for being here. So listen. Go ahead and give the video a thumbs up if you are ready to receive your Monday money message today. And be sure to share this message so someone else can also be blessed with this message from Spirit. Okay, so I was led to pull 3 cards. I said 3. Okay, y'all. It's one of them days. So the first card that we have is fulfillment. The second we have, which came in reverse, is divine support. Ooh. And then we have protection. Now, y'all was here last week, right? You remember we got this last week, so Spirit is reiterating. Now, listen, fulfillment. You are being called to fulfill your calling. This is where your abundance lies. Now, I know we're talking about the Monday money message, right? But here's the thing that Spirit would like you to know. Is it is okay to desire to have wealth and riches, but the desire of wealth is not meant to end in the realm of financial abundance. Spirit would like you to start to look at your life and asking yourself, how can I feel more fulfilled, right? What can I do every day where I feel more fulfilled, where I feel more at peace, where I feel more balanced, more grounded, more happy, more safe, more secure, right? Because that is true abundance, right? Now, money is simply an energy. That's all, right? It's an energy that allows you to do those positive things that you're choosing to do. It's allowing you to enjoy life on your terms, right? Live it on your terms. But in order to get there, you must first feel wealthy in these areas, right? Because when you do that, you're able to wield and yield and shield money or any energy, right? So you're able to bring in money. Like, think of that lasso, you know, a superhero's lasso, right? And you're able to grab it up, bring it in, right? But it starts here. Now, what Spirit would like you to know is that you are divinely supported. But the reason why it came in reverse is because you may be struggling a little bit with surrender. And the question is, when are you surrendering? Are you surrendering when it feels good and when it's easy? Because anybody can do that. Like, let's just keep it 100, because that's what we do up over here. Or are you surrendering at all times, right? The biggest blessings lie within the surrendering to the divine when it doesn't feel good, when it pushes you out of your comfort zone, when it pushes you right in the face of what you're fearing, right? When you become David to Goliath of fear. And you know what happened in that story. Just as David slayed Goliath, you will slay your fears. But it requires you to trust in the divine and to trust in that divine support and to understand that Spirit has your back. Now, for some, it may be difficult to trust in Spirit because your life has consisted of you being let down when you trusted. Whether it stemmed in childhood and you trusted a family member and they touched you in ways that were inappropriate, whether it stemmed in your teenage years and you trusted your best friend to not betray you and they did, whether it stemmed from your adulthood, early adult life, when you had a parent that you didn't get support from and you trusted that they would always be there and they weren't, right? So then you built up this belief system that trust is not something that you allow yourself to do. But here's the thing. That was a necessary part of your journey for you to become who you are today. But now, in order for you to take those lessons and turn them into your blessings, it's about you being able to acknowledge those experiences, right? Feel the pain of those experiences, heal that pain, and then understand that Spirit is not them. Spirit is not those experiences, right? And Spirit has your back no matter what. Let me say that again. Spirit has your back no matter what. But in order for Spirit to show up bearing these gifts, you've got to surrender. Because if you're fighting against Spirit, Spirit's like, hey, okay, free will. Go on with your bad self. That's how you choose to use your free will. Okay, we're going to sit right here until you're ready. And they just looking at you until you come through like, she ready, right? So now here's protection. And it just piggybacks on the message that just came through, right? You're protected, you're safe. You're safe. So in order for you to create your financial abundance, at number one, you're being called to feel fulfilled right now. I don't care if you got a dollar to your name, right? Money is simply an energy. Money is something that society created as another form of control. But as we all know, that some of the things in this matrix world we live in, this current realm of reality, right? That there are some things that are necessary to live. But whether that is the case or not, what never changes is your ability to create whatever it is you desire. And if you desire more money, by golly, create more. But this is how you do that. You start feeling fulfilled right now. You start feeling rich right now. You know what I find myself asking myself? Well, what would rich Nahkila do? You know, and I go tap into her energy from that parallel universe where I'm already rich Nahkila, right? And I'm rich in my spirit. I'm rich in my soul. And I have no doubt, right, that that version of me is making her way into this realm. No doubt. I know that I've said to spirit all I'm choosing to create and experience in this lifetime. And I know the spirit has my back. I know that my dreams and my goals are protected by the divine. And I've also chosen to surrender 100%, not 99.9%, but 100%. So when spirit guides me, even if it don't make sense, even if it doesn't feel good, even if it pushes me outside of my comfort zone, guess what? I do it because I understand that in some way, shape, or form, this is spirit answering that prayer that I prayed, right? That manifestation that I spoke, that visualization that I saw, right? And that assistance that I called on spirit for. So therefore, I would be foolish to fight against it. Why? Because I know that my divine support is activated, and I know that my dreams, my goals, my desires are divinely protected. So, are you ready to create more abundance in your life? Are you? If you are, say yes in the comments. And here's what I'll say to you. If you're ready, it's time for you to surrender. I've shared stories with you guys during these lives when we do Wednesday Live and Power Hour, and even in some of these recorded videos, I've shared with you guys how spirit has tested me outside of my comfort zone on many occasions, right? Oh my goodness. It's scary sometimes, right? Especially in the beginning. In the beginning, oh, it's real scary because that's when you test in the waters. You're like, okay, I heard the spirit got my back. I heard that spirit got me. I heard I can trust. But I ain't been shown yet. So here's the thing, spirit, show up and show me, right? It's okay to say that. It's okay to say, spirit, prove to me that you got me, right? I surrender now, show me. Whenever I'm embarking on something and I feel that humanness start to stir up, humanness as in fear, and then I'm like, okay, spirit, I'm trusting. I trust you. I know you got my back. Now show up and show out. This is a real live conversation I have with spirit. Show up and show out. Right? We've been taught not to question God. We've been taught not to communicate with God like God is our homeboy. But let me tell you, Jesus is my homeboy. I got a direct connection with the divine. And we talk like me and you. Right? We talk like me and you. So it's time for you to get in that space. Get in that space. Once you start doing it, it becomes easier and easier because once spirit shows you that spirit's got your back and spirit will never abandon you, then it becomes easy to trust. But you've got to be the one to make that first step. You got to be the first one to say, okay, even though this is uncomfortable, spirit, I'm trusting you and I'm going to do it. Guide me. I trust you. I surrender. And then you do it, right? You do it with faith. You know, we worry about how wrong things can go, or we focus on the worst case scenario. Well, what would happen if you shifted that to all the right things, right? All the things that resonate with your soul that could happen, right? And you expect nothing but the blessings. It would change your world. I'm here to tell you it would change your world. And here's one thing before we close this Monday Money message. What I'd like you to understand is when you call on spirit, right? When you call on spirit and you are manifesting, and if it doesn't happen right then and there, that is not an indication that spirit doesn't have your back. That is not an indication that spirit failed you in some sort of way. What that means is what you think you're ready for, you're not, right? Or what you think serves your highest good? It doesn't, right? So here's the thing that I do when I'm talking to spirit and there's something that I've been manifesting, and if it's not happening, I'm like, okay, spirit, so what am I missing, right? What is required of me so that I can be prepared for this, right? Remove all blocks and obstacles that are keeping me from this. Now, see, those are the words to speak. When you are manifesting, what I'd like you to start doing when you're connecting to spirit is I'd like you to start speaking these words. I call on you now for assistance with removing all obstacles and blocks that keep me from, and then insert whatever it is that you're manifesting. Because remember, what you're manifesting is already yours, existing in a parallel universe. It is yours, you have it, but the block is the key. It's removing and releasing the block. Once you do that, you in there like swimwear, I'm trying to tell you, right? But it's about removing those blocks. So let that be what you say to spirit when you're manifesting, and see how differently things go. Now, this requires you doing the work. It requires you putting in the work, because once spirit reveals it to you, what you gonna do with it then? You gonna sit on it, or you gonna do the work? And sometimes, most oftentimes, that work pushes you out of your comfort zone. Okay, so that's all I got for you today. That is your Monday money message. I appreciate you so much for allowing me to serve you. If you're interested in a personal reading, whether it's love, career, more money, healing, whatever the case may be, click the link in the bio, schedule your reading. If you'd like to work with me, either one-on-one or in a group setting, there's a link in the bio, in the description. Go ahead and schedule your consultation. And if you're interested in a healing session with Gillian, the amazing shaman on the AshworthScott Life Sculpting team, guess where her link is? In the description box. Yep, it's there too. So I thank you so much. I leave you with peace, love, bliss, and abundance. I'll talk to you soon.